think of what your overall aesthetic is when you're doing a piece. If you're going for that mid-century modern look, what I might do is do something like this. Use one of these. If you're gonna bring it down to the bare wood, this accentuates wood grain and actually creates like a mid-century gray, and then you could put a water-based finish over that. So water and oil, obviously, they don't make friends, and so you need to consider what your top coat is before you pick out your stains and your other finishes. Before I put the paint on, after I put the sandpaper and I clean it and everything, I'm going to put a good primer on it. If you are gonna brush something on, you don't want to go cheap with these, but you want to understand also, in addition to the density and quality of the bristles, because they shed and that'll ruin your project too. You also want to understand that the chemical reactions that could occur with the polyester or bristle or horsehair or whatever type of material this is made of. And so always read this carefully. This is excellent result with latex and oil paints. From here to here, picture this was a brush, and I'm just going to go across like that, and then I'm going to kind of feather it up at the end. I'm applying pressure at the middle, and then I'm kind of cutting in here. If I take this, oh, here we go, and I go all the way to the end with the same pressure, what do you think is going to happen at the end? It's going to drip. And so to prevent that, you're shifting pressure to the very end, and you're kind of feathering it just as you come off there. My next my next brush stroke that I'm going to go over here is going to overlap that slightly using that same pressure like this. And you're just doing it once. You're going to let it cure, and you're going to read the instructions on the back of your solvent or paint. That's super important. Do your own research to what finish you want to put over that. A primer is really your second line of defense to make prevent the paint from chipping. Having that first coat of primer is going to be like your first adhesive barrier to making that stick on there. But most importantly, follow the manufacturer's suggestions on the back. Should you use an oil-based or water-based primer? These instructions are pretty important, and for the most part, a lot of these manufacturers have great customer support. You can call them and they'll tell you exactly what's up. This right here, this is called tung oil. So this is just tung oil finish. Notice it doesn't say pure tung oil. Whenever they say finish, it's actually mixed in with other compounds to make it more durable against UV resistance or water. This is my go-to. I'm kind of a one-trick pony. And this is like, everything just turns out with this nice amber hue to it. Whereas if you were to use like a water-based finish, it may dry more quickly, but it's not going to give you that amber hue. It almost gives you like a plasticky aesthetic to it. But it'll give you a nice finish. You just won't bring out the natural luster in it.